Hello everybody and welcome back to the Washington Nationals franchise on MLB The Show 23. Today we're going to be rolling through the month of June and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But before we really get into any of the roster management and scouting stuff, what I want to do is pick one of these games to play this week. And I really want to get a more in-depth look at Mackenzie Gore. So we'll sim through this Atlanta game and we're going to hop right into that. Okay, we are in here with Mackenzie Gore, and I will be doing a player lock with him as Kyle Tucker, the first hitter, popping one up. And I really want to see what we got with Mackenzie Gore. Haven't had a chance to really go in depth and play with him. Next up, Yordan Alvarez, the third hitter. Let's see what happens here. Alvarez is going to reach base on an opposite field drive into left field, and we will go. Whoa, something just fell. As Mackenzie Gore will now face Jose Altuve, the fourth hitter, the force out to Alvarez at second, and then we move to the second inning. Chas McCormick up to the bat now. Gore looks like we're going to go with that big 12-6 curve. He'll put it on the ground right to Vargas, and that is one down, bottom two. We move to Jeremy Pena, the sixth hitter, one of the best young prospects in all of the MLB. Pena launches one to deep left center field. Gore doesn't like it, but it happened. Solo shot for Jeremy Pena, putting Houston on the board. It'll be a 1-0 ball game. Next up, new acquisition for the Stros. Jose Abreu batting .232 on the year. Won't get one past second baseman. Sano makes the grab, and we have two down. Next up, Corey Lee, the catcher. I remember when he was one of the more highly touted prospects in the game. Not here, though. Struck out 95 miles per hour at the knees. Gore moves bottom three. Pretty good pace right now. The pitch count isn't too crazy. Pedro Leon going to put one up. The catch will be made by Joey Meneses as we move one down. Kyle Tucker, the leadoff, back up, and he's going to poke one right in front of the left fielder, Corey Dickerson, and it's going to be 1 on, 1 out, full count now to Alex Bregman. He gets walked right on the outside, and there's 2 runners on for the power-hitting Yordan Alvarez. He'll put one on the ground, and he'll go right into a double play. Sano makes the final catch, and we are through the third inning. But the fourth is where the wheels would fall apart. First things first, Jose Altuve. Here's Gore with the kick, the deal. This one would get past Miguel Sano to Meneses. Would go to the plate, but there would be no play. Next up, Chas McCormick. McCormick would put one through, and it would land in the right center gap. That would move Altuve around. McCormick stays at second, and it is 2-0 Houston. Next up, Jeremy Pena, who just hit a homer a little bit earlier today. Pena would go opposite field, way out and right, and that's going to score Chas McCormick as Mackenzie almost runs into him. 3-0 Houston. Struggling here. Abreu would get walked, putting 2 runners on, still no outs. We get back to Corey Lee. Lee would go right up the middle. Pena would round third. He would score, making it 4-0 Houston as the wheels are starting to fall off here just a little bit for Mackenzie Gore. But we'd get a little bit of luck here as Pedro Leon would dribble it to Abrams. Abrams to second to first, and we have a double play. That would reset the order, though. Can we get out of the fourth? Kyle Tucker would poke one right to Sano at first base, and we would get out of the inning. We move to the fifth. Alex Bregman, full count. McGore, did he go? He didn't, but that pitch should have been a strike, and that would be it for Mackenzie Gore. He'd be getting taken out of the game for Patrick Corbin, and Houston would end up winning 8-0. Not how I really wanted that to go. Mackenzie, one of the better younger pitchers we have on this team, and I'm not going to get a chance to do a prospect spotlight on him, but this is a little look. All right, that didn't go how we wanted it to go, but let's go ahead and keep advancing here. So we are halfway through the month of June now. I did some games a little bit earlier. I did some player luck situations, just getting some filming done for our 3A and some of our prospect pool. But currently sitting at 25 and 41 on the year, and the trade deadline is going to be at the end of July, right around here, the 28th, 29th, and I think it goes all the way until the 3rd of August. But I'm going to go all the way up until the draft, which is in 25 days. So it'll be around the what would it be? Probably the early. When does it say? June 13th is where we're at right now, drafting 25. Okay, so it'll be near the middle of July. So I think we're just going to go ahead and sim up until draft day. We're going to keep our scouting in line, and we are going to talk trades. There's going to be a lot of movement around, and I'm still figuring out how I want to approach it. Let me know down below how you guys want me to do these trades and who you want me to trade. But let's go ahead and get to this. June 18th Miami game, and let's see how far we go. All right, before we do that here, we've got a situation. Bottom 9, 0 outs, 2 runners on, and Joey Meneses is up to the plate while they try to close this out into the 9th. We're going to go ahead and hop into the situation. All right, we got 2 runners on the corners. Joe Mantiply is up, and Joey Meneses looking to drive in some runs here. Let's see the speed. We got 55 and 72. I think that's Calderio. He can definitely get around the bases if we get something in play. Oh, man. We could have rocked that 12-6. Meneses has got a lot of power here. Let's try to use it. Batting 7th. Joey puts one on the ground. It'll be a double play. But we're going to bring in a run to tie the game at 2-2, a 6-4-3 double play. Now up is Lane Thomas, who's 0 for 4 on the day. He's been in a cold streak for the better part of this month. So let's see if we can get something with Lane. Lane, base hit! Straight to the right fielder, and we are in business. 104 off the bat. Where did Mappingly put this one? Right outside. Just turned on the 12-6. Good contact, and you best believe that we're going to be stealing with him. Yeah. Lane Thomas knows how to get there now. Come on. Gets the bag. We're going to go ahead and try for third here. Gives us something to hit. He's rounding third. That's going to be your ball game. Lane Thomas with a great piece of base running and stealing. We use that speed to our advantage, and we walk it off here against the Miami Marlins. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we should be at our scouting. Oh, one more day. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and look. So we are 90% done here on Simon Delaney, and he's actually turned out to be a little worse on our draft rankings than what the MLB has him. So that's something we definitely have to look at. His contact stats have a lot of potential, but his power is not there right now. So we will go ahead and finish up scouting him. We'll just cancel that. We have some prospects here who are getting discovered, but I think we need to start honing in on some of our guys that who we're probably going to draft. So 2nd overall, we've pretty much got the top of this, we've got the top figured out here with Todd Stout, Billy Steiner, Preston Anderson, and Sean Villa. So we're probably going to make a decision there. Now we have Carlos Chavez here. We could take a look at him. And there's also Don Chavez, and we've also looked at John Noseworthy, who is 2nd in the MLB draft rank, but we have him at 11. So let's just take a look at who we have rated here higher. Billy Steiner, we have him as our 2nd pitcher. on the board, second player on the board, I should say. He's got the velo, he's got good break, he's got really solid walks per 9, and Billy Steiner probably going to be our selection. He has a lot of interest in coming here as well. As for Todd Stout, not as much interest, and tell you what, Stout looks good too. So it's going to come down to either Billy Steiner or Todd Stout. Now we really got to start looking at the second round where we picked 39th overall, and who do we expect to be here? Jose Medrano opted out of his doctor's exam. How about that? But he is sitting here at 40. So this is definitely a guy we could take a look at. Another one is Isaiah Barton, a right fielder. We've got Logan Cervantes. We've got Justin Moore, who we've already scouted. And we've got Eric Nathan. So let's go ahead and let's go to recommended draft prospects and see what we get. Moore is up here. Logan Cervantes is up here. But let's go to recently scouted as well. So there's not really anybody who is jumping out. I mean, there's a couple of guys here in the hundreds, but just let's see. Hold on. Recommended draft prospects. Let's go ahead and here and take a look, because this is where we need to go try to get some steals. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at some Eastern catchers here, as that is one of our positions of need. Secondly here, we're going to be looking at another position, except this one is going to be pitchers. We're going to be scouting starting pitchers internationally. And then for our third one, we're going to go ahead and do yet another discovery. All of our guys are really good at discovering prospects, and he is position player better, I guess you'd say. So we're going to look at some third basemen here. Let's go Central. So these will be our scouting assignments. Okay, let's go ahead and move through another week. We've got Gore on the mound to start, Josiah Gray, Strasburg, Anthony Banda. As we win, we win our next four here, and that looks pretty good. And I gotta say, Anthony Banda looks really impressive. What did he do here? He goes 5.1, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits. The guy's just putting up some great quality starts, and I think that was a great decision. And another thing here is we've got a one run lead to protect. We'll say no to that, as we beat Miami, completing the sweep with Mackenzie Gore, Josiah Gray, and then this should have been Anthony Banda. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Strasburg, my apologies. That's right, Banda's 4th right now, I believe? Yeah, should be 4. Strasburg goes 7. Rainey hold, Arano hold. Finnegan gets the victory after finishing out the final 2 innings. But if we just look at what Banda has done, the guy's got a 1.86 ERA through 8 games. 11 games, because he came in to relieve a few of them. And tell you what, he's looking like our best starting pitcher right now. And what we actually did was move Tim Cate up to starter, and I know it was really rough to start the year, allowed a lot of earned, but he has settled down in his last couple of appearances, and we have moved Patrick Corbin back into that long reliever role. I want Corbin to keep playing. I know that he's a solid pitcher, so at least until his contract runs out. He's got 2 more years left. I plan on fulfilling it. It's not like we have a lot of other money rolling in. And honestly, I think we'd have to give up more to get rid of him than to get something back. So for now, Corbin stays. For the rest of the bullpen, though, ERAs have gone up a little bit, but this back end still looks really nice. Thinking about making a change with Tanner Rainey, though. He's been, he's blown a couple saves this year. He's been solid, I guess, but how much longer are these guys going to get it done for us? Victor Arano is a guy who we could possibly trade away. 1.71 ERA for the remainder of this year. He's been really good. Erasmo's come back down to earth a little bit. Harvey and Doolittle, same. Carl Edwards, though, workhorse reliever, 2.87 ERA, and he could be another guy that we definitely get rid of. Not get rid of in a bad way, but it's like we've got guys down here who can play. You know, that can eat some innings. You know, and a guy like Trevor Williams could possibly get called back up, as he's been having a pretty good 2A. Having a pretty good 3A year. So as we advance here a little bit towards the deadline, we will definitely get that done. Let's go take a look at some of these games, though. Sweet Miami. Josiah Gray lose to St. Louis. Sorry, Gray goes 5 2/3, allows 3 earned. Ramirez and Edwards finish the deal. Then I believe this would be Strasburg. Have we already gone over these games? We might have already gone over this. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and keep advancing through the week. Okay, we are back, and let's see. We got more scouting to do, so let's go ahead and do that. So, 31 starting pitching prospects have been scouted, 6 catching prospects. So I definitely want to go take a look at that. So let's go take a look at these catching prospects that we have. So recently scouted catchers, and let's see who we got. We got Chris Clemens. We've got Roy King. Roy King could be somebody who's in the ballpark, but only see potential. We've got Bob McKay, who's got a lot of possibility. We've got Giancarlo Ponce. We've got James Hay and Salvador Rios. So let's take a look at Chris Clemens, who has a chance to be there. So it looks like 3rd round is probably when he will go. Roy King, the potential's not there. So let's take a look at Chris Clemens here. We'll move him to 1. 31 starting pitchers scouted. So let's go take a look at those starting pitchers. Okay, so Sean Villa, recently scouted. Okay, Conrad Trevino, Abraham Chavez. We've got Carlos Chavez. Here's a guy. Edgar Ibarra. Wow, okay. Yeah, that looks promising, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and move him to 1. We'll move Clemens to 2. And then some third base prospects have been scouted. So keep doing that, and we will take a better look at them. But I do want a close look at Ibarra and Clemens. So let's go ahead and finalize that scouting plan. Let's go ahead and get through another week. Okay, we are back, and we are playing a lot of winning baseball as we have jumped the Marlins. We are a lot of games ahead of the Marlins. Now we're 7-3 in our last 10. The Marlins are 1-9. Now I'm sure that'll all change once we deal away a lot of these pieces, but we have won our last 4. As man, our pitching's looking good. I want to really go see this Tim Cate outing because I think he did good. Adams grabs a homer. Tim Cate goes 6. Corbin goes 3 and gets the save. That's great. But yeah, Tim Cate really settling down. 8 strikeouts. Anthony Banda. Let's see what he did here. Banda goes 6, allows 4, hold for Ramirez, hold for Rainey, save for Finnegan. Strasburg wins, and Josiah Gray wins. Let's see what happened here with Mackenzie Gore. 0-4 loss, and then Tanner Rainey could not finish the deal. So we are 8 days away from the draft. We are almost there. So that means that will be around right here when it happens. So let's go ahead and sim up, as we've got some good news. Somebody is finally off the injured list after 1 to 2 months, and that is Luis Garcia, who had a pretty bad injury, took him out for a while, but we get the 22-year-old B potential player back, and I couldn't be more excited. So he's back into the starting rotation, or starting lineup, I should say, but that means that we need to move somebody down. And looking at it, Ildemaro Vargas has looked pretty good. Don't know if I'm going to be doing that. It could be Patrick Corbin, but we'd have to move somebody up to be our long reliever, and I don't know who would do that. Jeter Downs, 239 on the year, has been all right. Victor Robles, not having the best year. And Michael Chavis, and this is who I think it's going to be. Chavis hitting 177. We're going to go ahead and option him back down to AAA. So now let's go look at our first base situation, because we've got Chavis and Dom Smith up there. So we're going to move Frankie Casado down to AA, and we will move Wilson Garcia down to single A. That way we are more even with our lineups and everything, and this gives me the chance to go do another thing I've been wanting to, and that is take a look at James Wood, still struggling. And I'll tell you who's not struggling though. That's Elijah Green. Elijah Green's going to go ahead and get the call up to AAA. We're going to move James Wood down to AA. I don't really want to do this, but I need the guy developing. His ratings have gone up here a little bit, but he'll get a better chance to face some lower quality pitchers, and I really want to see him succeed. Elijah Green, though, on the other hand, you want to talk about developing. This guy, +7, +6 to his powers, his contact's going up, everything's going up other than stealing. So we're going to try him out in AAA, and we're going to see what we get. Robert Hassel, from what it looks like, has been catching fire lately, +5 and a +2 against righties, and Hassel's looking pretty darn good out the gate. Jeremy De La Rosa doing his thing up in 3A, and we are really starting to come along with some of these prospects. Let's go ahead and check Brady House down there in 2A, hitting .241. So here's what we'll do. I want to go try and play a game here with Elijah Green in 3A. I want to see his first ever 3A game. So let's go ahead and go to our lineups, and we will have to move him into the lineups, but as soon as I do that, we'll go ahead and hop right into this game. Okay, it looks like Green is hitting second. Jack Dunn will be leading off, but let's go ahead and hop into this game here with Elijah Green. Here in Green Valley Stadium, Elijah Green makes his AAA debut against the Lee Valley Iron Pigs, and I am excited for this one. On the bump for them will be Damon Jones. Having an alright year, but there's our boy Elijah wearing number 2, and looks like the first hitter was an out. Let's see what we can do right here with Elijah Green. First pitch coming. Oh, did we get on that? I don't know if that was fouled or what. Elijah's going to get her going here, it looks like. We're not going to be contact or power hitting. We're going to be normal hitting. That one's fouled out for sure. 0-2 early. Still working on getting his vision up. I don't think it'll ever be elite, but, you know, Elijah's a guy who we've already done, you know, a scouting report on, as this one's in the air, not going anywhere for the out, and his first 3A at bat is a fly out. So, get a chance here in the second. We're already up 4-0. Jesus. Alright, runner on second. Let's see what we can do here with Elijah. The 0-0 pitch coming upstairs. Not going to swing at that. Now, I do want to eventually get him on the 40-man roster, and if he continues to play well, then there's a good chance that he could be a call-up for us when the roster expands. And the way it's looking, James Wood will probably not. Just with how cold he's been. You know, obviously they'll all be here for spring training, but, you know, Elijah is fouling off a slider 2-1, but, you know, if Elijah's going to be the one that progresses, then he'll be the one that gets the call up. You know, obviously House and Hassel are still a ways out as it goes 3-1 here. Damon a little wild with the control. Dom Smith is on deck. I think Chavis and Smith are both in the lineup. Foul that one off. Probably could have walked right there. Alright, full count 3-2 to Elijah Green. Let's see. Fouled off again. Fastball at the knees. Elijah working Damon Jones. Green fouls another one off. Early 106 off the bat, though. Looks like we did some work there in the first inning with 2 outs. Pitch coming! Oh, no. That was not a good pitch to hit, but I did it anyways. Jesus. Alright, are we getting some hitting work? We are getting some outfield work, as Jackson Rutledge is on the bump for us. Not that intriguing of a pitcher, But green. Oh. This went all the way to the warming track. Throw it. What are we doing? We just allowed an inside the park home run. He wouldn't throw the baseball. What? That's crazy. Alright. Get there. What are you doing? I gotta work on my fielding, guys. Yeah, we just allowed it inside the park home run. Alright, strike out, fly out. Don't want any of that. Let's try to go at least get a hit here. It's 4-4. Oh, man. Green fouls it off. I gotta lock in here. Alright, Elijah, come on. What we got? What we got? Damon Jones still going after allowing 4 early. Strike 2. Oh, man. Anything low like that, I'm just hesitant to swing at. Let's see what he gives me here. Curveball. Is it through? No. Out. Alright, here. As we have gone down 7-4. Junior Marte is the pitcher. And we've got one runner on top of the 7th. Oh boy. Green. Right into a double play. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Cody Clemens. A home run and a double. Oh, this is our guy. I'm going to back up here a little bit. Hold on. Right to me. Shuffle, baby. Shuffle. Come on. Out. Alright, let's see if we can make something happen. No. They go ahead, and that is a victory. Not the best game. Not his best first game as Lucius Fox, Dom hit, Jack Dunn, and Jacob Luke get a hit for us. But anyways, we move. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So the draft is 8 days away. And let's go ahead and get to our next scouting opportunity, which should be right here, unless I'm missing something. So let's go ahead and sim. Andres Machado with an injury. We'll go auto with him. Auto utilize him. And yes, we will make our scouting as we lose to Philly. We beat Philly on the 30th, lose to them on the 1st. Now Strasburg will be on the bump against Ranger Suarez, but we've got one more round of scouting to do, I believe. Draft in 6 days. So the 7th, I believe, if I'm getting that right. So let's go ahead and look. Scouting progress is kind of slow on these guys. Ugh. But we get a better look, and Edgar Ibarria is looking pretty damn good as a high schooler. And we will continue to have our top guy on him. So we're going to finish out these two, and we're going to take a look at maybe one more guy that we can get figured out here before the draft. Now, I'm pretty certain Todd Stout is going to go first. He's clearly the top option this season, but I don't think Billy Steiner is that bad either. You know, he's got the velo there, but a lot of pitch break for Stout. Jesus. And another thing is Billy's 2 years younger, so still not sure what we're getting with him. But let's go ahead and just head back into this second round and see who we are likely to pick up. Brian Chipper, probably going to go a little bit earlier. We have scouted Justin Moore. Ray Klein, 18 years old, could be a 39 overall. Jeez. But he's projected right where we're at, so we'll go ahead and take a look at Ray Klein, and that will be our scouting for the week. Now we will get all the way up to the draft, and what we will do is we will start the next episode with the draft. So let me go ahead and sim to here. Lucas Sims trying to close us out. A runner on Victor Robles. The Reds beat us. Sims trying to close us out again. 1 out. What do you say we get into one more situation before we end the episode? So, already a double here for Joey Meneses. No runners on. 1 down against Lucas Sims. Meneses pops it up. Late on the swing as well. Fielded by Joey Votto. And it's up to the bat of Miguel Sano, who is 0 for 3 with a walk. Can he go yard like he's done before? Ball 1 in the grass. Dirt, I guess you could say. Slurve. What does he throw? He's got a 4-seam, a slider, and a slurve. And he's obviously their guy. Strike 2 on the slider, way early on that one. Yeah. 99 power against righties. Let's see if we can use it here. Way out there. 2-1. Oh, what was called a ball? Okay. Alright, 2-1. 14 homers on the year for Sano. Swinging through another early slider, and the count is 2-2. What will Sims throw us here? Not touching that. Full count, Miguel Sano. Alex Call on deck batting, 277. Here we go, the 3-2. He deals. Miguel Sano just launched one. Oh, what a way to end the episode with Miguel Sano absolutely killing the baseball. 422. He does it again. Oh my goodness. What a home run. Goodness gracious, I need another look at that. 105 off the bat. I gotta see this thing. God, he evaporated that baseball. This is why we brought him in. He's shown it earlier with that home run power. He goes 422 in the deep left and absolutely crushes the baseball. Next up, Alex Call, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Remember, folks, this game not over. Call a little early, very early. But let's see if Sims will give us anything else to work with. Oh, slurve there. 0-2 quickly. Oh man, I need to see who I have. I need to see who I have pitching. This is not good. Okay. Let's double check this. Bullpen. Let's get a guy going just in case. Let's warm up Victor Arano here. 1-2. See what Sims gives us. Another slider down. 2-2 count even. Can Alex Call turn on something here? Oh, that thing was right down the middle too. Just late. Lucas Sims trying to get out. 3-2, working the count full. Jaime Candelario on deck. I hope he gets a chance to get on deck. Or I hope Alex Call just walks it off right here. 3-2, full count. He gets walked. And the Nationals putting the pressure on. 2 singles and a run for Jaime, 3 for 11 on the series. Call's got some speed here. I don't know who's on the backstop for Cincy. Foul. What am I doing? That was not a very good pitch to swing on now, was it there? 0-1. Just need to get something and play. That one's launched. Going back, is he gonna get it? He's not! Home run! See you later. and the Nationals are going to win for a walk-off home run from Jaime Candelario. Let's go, baby. Well then, let's wrap this episode up. What do y'all say? What a way to end it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Lucas Sims just got bombed on. Like I said, next episode we will go ahead and go through the draft and we will get this thing moving. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.